Before we get started, we want to thank everybody for coming. Everyone's come from a long way, short way, but we want to thank everybody for being here. So we have a couple speeches to start off this wild weekend. The first one, which is pretty fitting on Eric's side, is his father, Mr. Mike Sterling.
Can you all hear me? Yes? Okay. I'll talk a little bit, I think it's fitting tonight, to talk a little bit about this young lady here. So I'm here. And she first came into our lives here quite a bit, about, I'd say, 5-6 years ago or so. Louder, okay. All right. So, a little more than a year after Eric came back to New York after finishing Wisconsin in college, Eric called me and told me he met a girl who lived in his building. Up to this time, really, the only thing notable about the building is that it was a scene of a notorious gangman killing. So this was their first date. It appeared to be a more pleasant reason to recall the building. At any rate, I wasn't sure what to make of the early part of their relationship. Fortunately, Anita and I got the opportunity to meet Steph at a family bat mitzvah. Since I sat next to her, I got the chance to chat with her for quite a while, and we soon realized we had a major item in common. We were both Indiana University alumni. She is an undergraduate, and he is a graduate. And we spent a good deal of the afternoon talking about old times. Me, of course, was really old times here. I was there before Bobby Knight was coach. And I still have this lasting impression of this adorable, cute, personable brunette here. We all loved her. She wore a lovely dress. She tells me
Eric thought that I was going to look like a slut.
That's her interpretation. That's not mine.
Like a slut because I was wearing black tights and not thigh-high but high boots, and he's like, "You're wearing that with my parents, a skirt and boots? Are you serious?" He made his dad seem very conservative.
I think he did too. Needless to say. So, in my mind, after speaking to her for a while, and of course looking at her, I said she was really a keeper. But I knew also if I knew my relation with Eric, if I tell Eric to do something, or even suggest to do something, forget about it. He's going to do the opposite of what I tell him. So I figured this would be the end of his relationship with Stephanie if I said anything to him. So I said, better keep her mouth shut. And I kept quiet, and I waited, and waited, and waited for news about their evolving relationship. And I didn't hear very much, and I figured that unfortunately it had ended. That's life, unfortunately, but I'm sorry.
He dropped her.
So, not really. Every once in a while, though, Eric would mention her, such as the day they attended the U.S. Open tennis tournament together. And he would make these little references to her. So I knew something was still on, but I wasn't quite sure of the nature of their relationship. And it wasn't, however, until 7 years later that I heard him discuss her again. This time already at length. And this was quite different from the casual references that he had previously made. And I could see that their relationship had gone to a different level. This was evident when Anita and I met the two of them for dinner. Instead of the polite, feeling out process that usually comes with a first meeting, as we had experienced at the bat mitzvah, she greeted us both with a big hug, which I took as a sign of bigger and better things to come. Is that bad that you're underneath the table?
I want them to see you.
Oh, they wanted to see me. Okay, here I am.
First time I'm relaxed in a year. She's very stunning right now.
Eric had a brief stay in Australia, and it gave Stephanie and I a chance to get better acquainted as we spoke several times on the phone and began to know each other better. Upon Eric's return, the relationship really picked up steam, and as they say, the rest is history. And Anita and I really got to know her better, and to know Stephanie is to love her, as indeed we do. be a welcome addition to any family. But to add the Kahn family to ours, we feel doubly blessed, and I really mean that. Roger and Sue are wonderful and hospitable people, as are the rest of the family, from our grandparents on both sides, to our aunts, uncles, and cousins. Some of you may remember a municipal bond firm, Lebenthal, who used to use as an advertising pitch that you should come to see them. They would treat you like family. Well, the Kahns, the Hotels do just that. Eric is really fortunate to be marrying into such a wonderful group. So I would like to say in conclusion that we should all raise our glasses and toast our bride and groom and ask for many, many years happiness together.
As Anita would say, nachas to the children.